Hi friends, Lieutenant Zippy2 here with I think the now long awaited result and response and explanation of my mental experiment, those of you that took part. For those that haven't taken part, click on the link and have a go before you actually watch the explanation, although any results that I get now obviously will have gone after my results. Just to give you some idea of those that took the experiment, I had 29 results, and these were from those of you who watched the video and from friends and family at work and at home. Of those 29 responses, 19 got it correct and 10 got it wrong, which is a result of 65.5% of those people that took the experiment got the answer, which, given what it was, I asked a number of very simple maths questions. Well, I wrote down the name of a vegetable, asked a number of very simple maths questions, asked you to guess what the vegetable was, and then I revealed that the vegetable was a carrot. And of that, 65.5% of those people, more than half, got the answer carrot. So why did this happen? Well, isn't it obvious? I'm psychic. No, obviously, no, I'm not psychic at all, but I know a little bit about how the brain works, and I was taught this trick many years ago. I was told that roughly 75% of those people that take it get the answer carrot. But the explanation for that, I'm going to need a pen and my trusty flip chart. So, first, what I did, I asked a number of very simple maths questions, and I asked you to answer them very quickly. And they were: what is 1 add 1? Answer 2. What is 2 add 2? Answer 4. Now, there are a number of reasons I did this. The first one is it's very repetitive, and I wanted them answered quickly. The reason for this was I didn't want people to start thinking creatively. I wanted people to get into sort of like a groove, as it were, a mental groove, and get you at that level. Also, each answer had a relationship to the next question. So 1 add 1, the answer was 2. So the next question, what was 2 add 2? All the way up until we eventually got to, what is 32 add 32? And the answer to that, I'm sure we all know, was 64. Now, 64, let me also write that in words, because that is important. Okay, 64. Now, from that, I then ask you very quickly again to name me a vegetable. Now, your brains were expecting probably another maths questions, but even if it wasn't a maths question, your brain was expecting something that related to that answer of 64. And of course, the answer that most people gave, and what I was expecting, was carrot. Now, how does that relate to the number 64? Well, it's not actually the word carrot that relates to the word 64. Now, because your brain is working very fast, let me break the word 64 up. T4. Now, your brain is working so quickly, that's 3 syllables. That's going to be quite a lot for your brain to be managing. So what your brain does, it ignores the first syllable, T4. Now, how does the word T4 relate to the word carrot? Well, as I say, it doesn't actually relate to the word carrot. It relates to another word, which is a homophone of the word carrot. In other words, it has the same sound, the word carat, which is a measure, obviously, of the purity of gold, or the measure of the size of gemstones. Now, T4 carat. Can you think where that came? Where you get a link from? 24 karat gold. And it's as simple as that. Your brain was expecting a link between the answer and to the previous question, and to the question I was going to ask, and that was the link. The syllables tifor and the word carrot. And that is why, because that is a very common relationship between the two, that is why in the majority of cases you get the word carrot. And so when I produce the word carrot as the vegetable, even though your brain was actually meaning the word carrot, the jeweler measurement. It's that simple. It is that simple. And that's the relationship. So what was the point? Well, the point is, you go to mediums, you go to psychics, and they don't always hit the mark. Obviously I didn't always hit the mark on this occasion, but they often hit the mark with what they do, and they use that as evidence of their ability. But what I want to do is think about the evidence. Never take the initial conclusion, oh, I must be psychic, to the actual explanation. There might be a proper real-world explanation as to what is happening with this phenomenon. In this case, it was quite simply a word association phenomenon between and not wanting to allow your brain to go off and become creative. So it was a simple word association. In this case, when you go to see a psychic, it could be other things. I am not a psychic. I don't believe in the existence of psychic phenomena, because all the evidence that I have seen, once I have examined the evidence, has a much more natural, realistic explanation. Don't take evidence at face value. Always look at it, always question it, always ask why. Until next time, as I say, I hope that answers your question. So until that's next time, this is Lieutenant Zippy 2, wishing all and sundry, keep it real.